Welcome to the Uncanny Academy of X-Men. I'm Jared.
And I'm Lad.
And the greatest announcement that could have happened came out. It was like last week, right, Lad?
Yeah, last.
They announced a sequel series to X-Men the Animated Series called X-Men 97. At this point, I am freaking out right now.
Yes. This is absolutely insane. It's been 25 years.
I heard there was rumors that they were doing like an X-Men animated series, kind of, but I didn't know it was going to be a sequel to that.
Yes, that is insane.
Oh my gosh. It's like, because Lad knows, and I've been pretty vocal on this show, that X-Men the Animated Series is right up there with Justice League Unlimited. I literally cannot pick between the two. They are both number one. Actually, there's one more number one, and that's Batman the Animated Series, but that's kind of required. But yeah, still. All right, Lad, your thoughts?
I mean, this is crazy. When I heard it announced that they would do this, it's like, instead of doing Marvel, we're going to have a live action X-Men, we're going to throw a few X-Men in here and there, or we're going to do a, Disney Plus with one of the characters, or an animated, Wolverine show. But they're just going to we're going to go back to the, pinnacle X-Men, media, the X-Men animated series that started it all. We're going to go there. We're going to do a sequel of that. And that's going to be the first thing we're doing with X-Men. I think that's a great idea. I mean,
that's a fantastic way to demonstrate to the people that you'll, by the most unreal, the most crazy thing, the most mind-blowing thing is when you saw the advertisement, and it's the first time I had ever seen Marvel Studios X-Men.
Yeah.
That when I saw that, I was like, it's happening. It's happening.
And I love how they announced it too, just by putting the picture of Wolverine staring at the photo, and it's like a picture of the announcement.
Basically, it's the Gene photo one.
Yeah, that is so funny that they did that.
Because there you go, they know. And the fact that a lot of the voice actors and actresses are gonna show up for this, it's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is really
crazy. They had better keep that theme song. If they change that theme song, I'm going to be so pissed.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would have been a better way to advertise. It's to announce it. Is the logo comes on and then da-na-na-na-na-na.
Yeah. Their idea for it is it's just the theme song's long. It's like a 5-minute theme song, and people be excited for that.
All you have to do is play the theme song. Okay, so this is what else is coming to Disney Plus, and then da-na-na-na-na-na. And then all of a sudden, watch, it will go Endgame level freak out.
Yeah.
Because the X-Men animated series, first off, got a lot of people in the comic books, but it inspired, like Lad said, the modern day, relatively modern X-Men team. Wolverine, Rogue, Cyclops, all of the modern looks. Jim Lee's X-Men was inspired by this.
Mm-hmm.
It is to be able to get more of this series, not just a remaster. They're not remastering this.
Yeah.
They're sequeling it.
Right.
Particularly when we have stories like House of frickin' M. Can you imagine House of M in this?
Yeah. And so I think that's something we could talk a little bit about. What storylines do you want to see for the team as a whole? Because I want to talk about
great question.
What storylines do you want to see adapted for the team to face? But then also, after we talk about that, I want to talk about what character arcs do you want for individual characters? What story do you want to see them go through?
That's a great idea.
So let's start with the overall
storylines. In terms of storylines, I want to see maybe House of X, Powers of 10, if they can fit that. Because the one thing I will say about Hawks and Pox, that's a really dense storyline to put into an anime series. So I can understand if they don't do that. But maybe House of M, they can do AVX if they bring in the Avengers. Because I know that at least Captain America exists in this show's continuity. He legit shows up in the show.
Right.
So I'm I know the Avengers exist in this continuity. Well, let me see. Those that know me know I love me some X-Men Second Coming with Hope Summers and Cable.
Yep.
I would love to see. Let's see what X-Men's things do I really want. I'm trying to think of modern X-Men stories I really want to see. I already said House of M. I'm just gonna put Hawks and Pox in there just so I can have another one. Maybe. That's a really good question, actually. Probably. Let's see, Hawks and Pox. I'm looking over at my shelf to try and find some stuff that we can do. You know what they can also do? They can bring Emma Frost on the X-Men team because she's an X-Men now.
Yeah, that
previously she was just a villain.
Right.
That's a character arc I want to see, by the way. The love triangle among her, Scott, and Jean.
Oh, yeah, they could do that now. Yeah.
Yeah, because... Well, it would be... Well, here's the thing. If Scott leaves Jean and goes with Emma Frost, Jean's single.
Love Square?
That's funny. The reason why I'm not saying Phoenix is for one simple reason. We already got that. Right.
But they have to bring the Phoenix back, I feel, though, at some point.
At some capacity, we will get a Phoenix-like storyline.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll do an AVX and then have the Phoenix 5.
Yeah. That'd be really cool.
What about you, lad? What storylines would you like to see in this new X-Men animated series?
Man, I actually really would like to see an Avengers versus X-Men.
Yes,
they have a few characters, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They have a few characters that they can throw into it.
And your camera off.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree with you because a lot of the Avengers show up in the show, so it's not beyond the possibility that the team exists here.
Right. Yeah, we saw a few characters like Cap, Doc, Strange. We saw Spider-Man around, so they could, have a couple characters. It doesn't need to be like, everyone. They could
just have an Avengers team that's like all the Avengers characters who have shown up, like it's Cap, Strange. Maybe they'll bring in the Punisher because I believe the Punisher showed up in this series. And just have like that be the X-Men, the Avengers team for this thing. In which case, the Avengers are screwed because you're facing the X-Men.
Yeah. No, that could really work. I want to see in this series an actual Brotherhood of Mutants be developed a bit more because
they kind of did that in the show.
Did they? I wasn't sure. Like, it was more like Magneto with a few X-Men, or
maybe update it. Maybe update it.
Yeah, I want to see a little bit of Brotherhood of Mutants versus the X-Men, as opposed to I feel like sometimes the X-Men were fighting other threats a lot. I'd like to see a little bit of a structured Brotherhood of Mutants for a little bit, and then I want to see Magneto join the X-Men at least for a season or
because he did that.
Did he do that in the animated series?
In the comics, no. In the comics, so Claremont, and for those of you that don't know, for some reason, Chris Claremont is like the guy that did all the big X-Men stories, Days of Future Past, Phoenix. Phoenix was like his first storyline. Really? So anyway, Claremont's plan was for Charles Xavier to die and then Magneto permanently take his place as the lead of the X-Men, because there was a scene where he basically lashed out and injured Kitty Pryde, and then that was like a big wake-up call for him. He was like, what am I doing? I'm hurting mutants now. Maybe I'm not right.
Right. That's really cool.
Well, let me put it this way. If they do Hawks and Pox, he joins the X-Men.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of want to see that. I really like it because I guess I'm a sucker because I really like his storyline in the
I love that
young X-Men movies where he was kind of like always wavering between good and bad. And I feel like in the animated series, it was more the classic where he was like the bad guy, or sometimes you could see he had a purpose that was noble, but like I'd like to see a little bit of good side of him. Yeah. That's true. I would love that because Magneto is like one of my favorite characters in the X-Men universe whatsoever. Because
like we said at the first episode of the show, his big thing, he has a very good reason for not liking humans.
Right. That's a good point.
So, what characters do you want to show up? I already have one. Obviously, Deadpool.
Ooh.
And it would be hilarious, voiced by Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. They could do it.
And then, wait, he's in the X-Jet. And then as they're flying to a mission, he's like, he's humming. Yeah. And then Wolverine's like, what the hell are you humming? He's like, oh, come on.
Yeah, they could definitely pull off something like that. Oh boy.
I want magic. I want Emma Frost. I think I already mentioned that.
Yeah.
What other characters do I really want to see? Because there's so many like new X-Men characters. I think I mentioned like last time Lad and I talked about having like Moira McTaggart, but the one from Hawks and Pox, where she dies and resets the timeline.
Right.
In terms of Avengers characters, I would love to see like if they're going to update the Avengers roster, like Thor. I'm not sure if Thor ever showed up in the show. Maybe Venom. A Wolverine, Venomized Wolverine. That's what I want to see. Like in Spider-Man, really Web of Shadows, where everyone became that. That was so cool.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, Natasha Romanoff.
Ooh, yeah. Natasha Romanoff should be cool. I think she may be in the 90s era stuff.
But like update, because the character arc that they could do is that she has some past with Wolverine.
Oh, really?
I would also like to see a little bit more, if they didn't do it, of Wolverine's like throughout the wars, because say what you want about X-Men Origins Wolverine, they did the whole he's immortal and going through all these different wars really well. That's one of my favorite scenes in the movie.
Oh, okay, yeah. That part of it.
And then let's see.
So what storylines, what character arcs do you want to see these people have? Like X-Men, like for say Scott Summers,
well, they could do AVX. If they do AVX, the way it is in the comics, they could have him
become a douchebag.
Yeah, exactly. They could have him become the bad guy, and that he's the antagonist, kind of like Jean Grey was in the Phoenix Saga. Right,
and then that could work. That could work.
And then I mentioned the whole Cyclops Emma Frost thing.
Yeah,
and I want to see Wolverine through time, like more of that. I want to see like Apocalypse should join the X-Men, like in Hawks and Pox. I mean, if they're doing Hawks and Pox, there's so much I want to do.
Did they really go into Wolverine's past in the animated series, or is it kind of just like he's there?
I'm not sure. That's why I added the more addendum in case they did. I'm not really. Yeah. They went into the whole thing where he was a member of Alpha Flight, Canada's Avengers.
Oh yeah,
that's as far as I am in the series. I still have to watch more. Now I'm definitely gonna finish this series. I have to get caught up.
Yeah.
Okay, so while I think of more, what characters and character arcs do you want to see?
Ooh, okay. Man, I want to see.
You can just say Deadpool.
It'd be nice to see Deadpool show up in it. They could definitely
because he's a freaking mutant.
But, right. I want to see Mystique have prominence in this. I don't know if she was really in the animated series.
Not really prominent. She made cameos.
I guess like I'm just imagining because the movies were so good with her in it. Like she was a really focal point of it. I'd love to see her have some important role on the Brotherhood of Mutants, or flip back and forth a little bit. See some of that.
Or join the X-Men.
Yeah. I want to see Beast have some internal struggles. Like I feel like he is kind of a character that he's like the intellectual guy and he's kind of a little funny, a little brainy, but I want to see him go through something hard and difficult, like see some like really push his limits and see him face something that's really difficult for him, because I feel like sometimes he's kind of like a static character as opposed to some of the others have more of a dynamic range. I'd like to see some like storyline for him, because like in the movies they did a really great job of having him struggling between the beast form and the human form, and I'd love to see something for him.
Yeah, that's cool. Would you have him? Would you have his form change like they did in the comics into like a weird ape monster?
Oh, a weird ape monster. I don't know, but maybe I would make it that he finds a way to turn himself into a human, but it's kind of like it's hard to control. So sometimes he's the beast, and sometimes
He
he's
becomes the
human.
Incredible Hulk of the team.
Yeah,
that actually worked really well when I think about it.
And we need to get Xavier's eyebrows done. I want to see that. Needs to be
you and those eyebrows.
It needs to be a character arc he goes through. I'm not even sure if it's his eyebrows or if it's just like his forehead or like what is this called? He shaves it. The brow ridge, like whatever bones he has here, it looks like he's like a Neanderthal, or he has like super like evil eyebrows. Yeah. Like it's insane, like how much shadows beneath them because it's so huge.
Or what they could do is just put the Cerebro helmet on him that covers up his eyebrows.
Yeah, there we go. That is a character arc he needs to go on. He needs to figure out what's wrong with his appearance and stuff like that.
One arc I want to see more of the Sentinels.
The Sentinels, yeah. And the Sentinels would be great.
I want to see an arc that's a team up buddy cop arc between Captain Marvel / Ms. Marvel and Rogue.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Considering Rogue stole Carol Danvers' powers.
Yeah. Right. That'd be kind of cool. I'd like that. They could definitely bring in some of the Avengers here and there. And they already said it's like on a, it's not MCU canon, so they can really just do whatever they want. They don't have to. They can bring in whoever they want into the series.
They can bring Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly. They can just no problem.
Now, which X-Men villain do you want to see? Me, most. Me, it's Apocalypse. I want to see some Apocalypse.
Okay. Is Apocalypse the one that you want to see like the most and stuff?
Or? In terms of the most, yeah, it's Apocalypse.
Apocalypse. Ooh. What? I mean, I guess I really want to see the Sentinels, but maybe a little more dramatic storyline than some. Like I remember we watched the episode of what was it called? It wasn't Days of Future Past. What was it?
I know we watched the Phoenix arc.
We watched the Phoenix arc, but we also watched like a one with the Master Mold and like the guy was trying to.
Oh, it's the Sentinel. Yeah, exactly. It was like some arc with Trask, I think.
Yeah, I forget which one it was, but yeah, that was good. I really love to see like a more dramatic like Sentinel takeover, something of the world. That'd be kind of cool.
So Days of Future Past.
Yeah, basically Days of Future Past.
That's pretty much what that is.
It'd be cool to see Deadpool as a villain.
Voiced by Ryan Reynolds.
They should definitely do that.
He's just like, oh my gosh, I'm in the series.
Yeah.
Everywhere he goes. No. And it's just Ryan Reynolds humming the song in the beginning of the episode where the title song would originally play, but it's just Ryan Reynolds going.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I know one thing. You want an arc where Jubilee becomes the team leader, don't you?
Oh man, send her on a young X-Men team.
I wonder if young mutants now.
I feel like Jubilee could use a little bit of more focus. Sometimes maybe just a couple episodes I've watched, I felt like she didn't have like she was important, but I don't know if she really had that much like changing. But may I have to watch a little more to say for certain.
Yeah, it's kind of like let me see what else. Yeah, they can make her into a vampire like they did in the comics, and then take her back and then give her a child that transforms into a giant ass dragon. Yes, they do that.
They do that.
Her kid named a kid she adopts. His name is Shogo, and he turns into a dragon.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I know, it's pretty dope. They could have Captain Britain show up because he's a mutant.
Yeah.
Psylocke.
Psylocke's
Yeah.
a good one.
There was basically so much. I'm so excited.
Yeah, there's really a lot of characters they could do, and there's plenty of like undiscovered X-Men characters that they could revamp a little bit and put in the series and become
Oh yeah,
a new favorite,
like Jubilee.
new classic.
They have a chance to make her cool. I don't know
Yeah.
how the hell they're going to do that, but if anyone can do it, it's Marvel Studios. Okay, they made a talking tree and a talking raccoon cool.
Right. Exactly.
Plus, let me put it this way: with the multiverse, this could be the X-Men team we get in the movies. Because I think what they're doing, I think the reason why they're releasing this is seeing which X-Men characters are really popular now, and then that's gonna be the X-Men team.
That's a good point.
And can you imagine if in their first X-Men movie, the theme is basically a modernized version of
Yeah.
and then the credit song is the actual 90s theme.
Oh, that'd be really cool.
Or they could do a scene in the movie where they're watching the X-Men animated series, like Wolverine and Logan reading X-Men comics, like that didn't happen.
Yeah, exactly. Oh boy. Yeah, there's a lot of good potential with this. I think it's really crazy that they, take the time and they're looking at this, like they're thinking about this series and how an impact it had on the industry and to all the fans that grew up with it, that they want to go back and make more of it. That's really, really nice.
They could have just redone it. They could have just remade it and just updated it, but they're like, no, we're just gonna make a sequel series. And I'm like, more of this.
Right. That's awesome.
I'm still obviously recovering from the shock of this.
Right. And the cool thing is that it didn't even need it. Like it had 5 seasons and 75-ish episodes. Like it had a really great run, lasted a long time. I think it didn't really leave on a cliffhanger or anything. Like there are some shows that, Spectacular Spider-Man, that people are dying for another season. But this show already was right, hopefully. This show was already good. Even decided to go back and still work on more of it. They didn't need it was left on a cliffhanger, but no, it was already perfect. And now they want to go back and make more. It's awesome.
Oh my gosh. And what we're going to do when that happens, when the show comes back, we'll do a weekly series where we react to each episode like we did with Bad Batch and all that.
Yep.
We have to. This is happening, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So let's see. What else can we talk about before we log off? So do you agree with me that this probably is them doing market research as to which X-Men characters are popular that they can then put in the movies?
Yeah, I think that could be a good point. Kind of reintroduce people a little bit with some of the X-Men characters. That's a good point.
Oh, Jennifer Hale's going to be in this series. In case you don't know who she is, she's Commander Shepard, Bastila from Knights of the Republic. She's done a crap ton of voice acting and everything.
Really?
I'm trying to see. I think she played a character in Justice League. Hang on one second. I am actually going to Google her IMDb so I can pull it up. So, lad, talk while I do this.
I saw most of the actors are coming back, most of the voice actors, except for the voice of Cyclops, because unfortunately that actor passed away at a certain point. So he's not around it. But I also didn't see Jubilee was not on the list. I forget the actor's name.
Yeah, she actually came out and said that she wants an Asian actress to play Jubilee.
Oh, is that really what she said?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I get what she's saying. Oh yeah, anyway, Ayla freaking Sakura in Clone Wars.
Oh really?
Yeah, she's Ayla Sakura. She's she's gonna be Bastila. She is she's in The Witcher. She's in obviously she's Commander Shepard in Mass Effect. She was in Batgirl, the TV series of 20. They're making another the Batgirl series that's coming out. Or I don't know. She was in Blood of Zeus. super dope series. She was
Nice.
Maria Hill in the Avengers.
Oh, okay.
She was Mary Batson from the Lego Shazam movie. I didn't even know they made a Lego Shazam movie. She was Valak in Star Wars Resistance.
Mm-hmm.
She was Ma Kent in The Death and Return of Superman, the movie. She was Ma Kent.
Really?
What? She was Jean Grey and Phoenix in Marvel's Ultimate Alliance 3, the Rise of the Phoenix DLC. You kidding me? They have a Phoenix DLC. Now I feel like I need to buy a Switch. She was Killer Frost, Star Sapphire, and Zatanna in Lego DC Super Villains. Yeah, basically she's in like everything pretty much.
Man. Now, the thing is, they did say in the announcement that I need to pull. I'm going to pull up the announcement again because for the X-Men 97, let's see, the X-Men 97.
She was also Friday in Avengers Assemble.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, cast announcement. Here we go. Cast announcement. Oh, yes. Okay. Oh, man, there's like so much, like so many actors coming back for this.
One more.
Look,
she was Iris West in the Justice League Flashpoint Paradox movie.
Oh.
Yeah. So go on.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say that these voice talents that returning, they mentioned in the announcement, some cast members of the X-Men 97 will reprise their original roles, with others voicing entirely brand new parts.
Oh, so it could be that they'll return, but not as their characters.
That's what I believe the wording is hinting. Obviously, some of the people will be coming back to play their characters, but it seems like they're saying that a few of them will play new characters. Like, I'm wondering if maybe a few of the people, their voices, they sound like a lot older. Maybe they'll put them on as another X-Men character that works at the boarding school or something.
The dude who plays Wolverine is so old, he'll play Old Man Logan.
Yeah. Yeah. I imagine hopefully most of these people are going to reprise their roles, but maybe some of the younger voicing people, they may want to give them a new actor or something like that.
I really hope that the first episode begins with Cyclops' voice actor going previously on X-Men.
Yeah.
Just as a tribute. Please, for the love of God, do that.
Yes, that'd be so cool. Oh boy. This is really cool, yeah. Okay, that's really interesting that they did have that thing from Allison Court, the original voice actor for Jubilee.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fine. Yeah, that's probably for the best anyway. Have like to give the cast some more diverse setup, and that's what in the movies, like they actually had like a Asian actor for her, so I guess it makes sense. And I bet it'd be probably tough for her to do like a young voice, maybe, like it might be. It's been 25 years, it may be kind of tough.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Also, here's the thing. While it's great that they're bringing back the show after 25 years, the expectations on this show are like, if this show bombs.
Yeah. Oh, boy. I wonder what the animation style will be like. Are they going to try to keep it as close? Obviously, the coloring and everything to me like the original, but are they going to try to make it like more photorealistic? Or is it going to look like What If-ish? Is it going to look more like some of the animated series we've seen on Disney Channel of Marvel? Or are they going to just try to make it as close as possible to the original, but just obviously it doesn't doesn't look as dated,
Could be. I know. So they're gonna. I think they did say they're going with a more modern animation style. So I'm like, okay, I can understand why they're doing that.
Yeah.
If they said there's no official release date yet, but they did say it's going to come in 2023. So we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's cool. That's cool. That's going to be really exciting. They're going to take their time with it. It's going to be really cool. I wonder if do you think they're going to make the tone a bit more mature, or are they going to try to keep the tone the same as it was in this series,
The X-Men animated series always had a kind of mature tone, bro.
well, yeah, I know, but like, are they gonna try to make it more like edgy? I guess you could say.
They hire Zack Snyder to write the show.
Exactly.
Nah, I think they'll try and keep it as close to the original that everyone loves for as close as possible.
Yeah.
That's the good. Safe way to do it.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
So, all right, Lad, you have anything else you want to add, or is that it?
No, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be really exciting. We're just going to keep following these updates on this and on the show, when we start getting some first looks at it or something.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Have I already said how many times I'm excited right now? Because
I know.
It is so hyped.
Yes. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Oh, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. I can't believe this is the one announcement I was not expecting.
Oh yes.
I opened this up on my phone and I'm like, wait, what?
Oh man.
It's almost like when they announced the Snyder Cut. I'm like, oh, this can't be right.
This can't be. Yeah, exactly. I was like, wait, what?
But yeah, that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode and are as hyped as we are. If you guys want, in the comments or email us at comicsleague2020@gmail.com. What are your favorite episodes of X-Men the Animated Series? Your favorite characters? Who you want to see in the new series? Let us know, and we maybe just might read it out on the show next week. Anyway, guys, class is out of session. We will see you next week. Bye-bye.
See ya.